Can you your emotion, everything?
Sounds like, it's like charades, is it? What was it?
I'm gonna whatever.
You're speechless?
Yeah.
You're never speechless.
Tell me, whatever all those things.
Oh, look, I mean, I just think tonight was a exceptional evening at entertainment. I mean, if you were a supporter there tonight, you would have gone through all the emotions. We went down 1-0. Then we've got Papa injured. If you have a look at his face, he's like the Elephant Man now. You know, I mean, he's going to have thousands of dollars worth of dentistry done. He's got 3 teeth missing. He's got a hole in his head there, and he's got a chin there. Like, I mean, he's done really, really well to stay on for the full game. Just have a look at him. Honestly, if it was on the street, somebody would have been put to jail for something like that. But it was maybe an accident, I don't know. But I just think that if you look at Papa tonight, he's done exceptionally well to play for the duration of the game with all of just his facial damage he's got. But let's move on to the game. Yeah, we went down 1-0, we conceded a sloppy goal, we came back in, we got a fantastic free kick, we've worked at that in training. Then we've got the second goal's gone in, another goal that we've worked on in training. Third, like everything was like a kind of script in regards to things that, football actions that we'd worked on in training. The defensive unit was fantastic. Again, I mean, Jeff had hardly anything to really save. I mean, they scored 2 goals. Yeah, I mean, we scored 3 at the end, and I mean, we were the winners. I mean, I think that we deservedly won tonight. I think we were the better team. I think we played the better football. I think we were more defended better. I just think we were just all round better. And I'm no disrespect to the other teams, but I do feel as though we were possibly the best team in the whole competition through the stages that we played.
So who wrote that script actually?
Who wrote the script? I suppose it was me. It was maybe in Braille or something. But yeah, I mean, we configured this how we play. I mean, everything's on the front foot. I mean, we're trying to score as many goals as we possibly can. We're trying to play exciting type football. I mean, here tonight, I mean, you've probably got, I mean, what do you call it? Emo. Right? I mean, he scored some goals there again tonight. He's probably the most exciting player, or the player that's had the highest profile possibly that's played here in Nepal. Possibly, I haven't looked at the statistics, but I mean, he's exciting to watch. Papa, exciting to watch. I mean, these type of boys, I mean, you look at Danish tonight, Danish was brilliant. Danish is like a really, really good player, and I mean, yeah, again, he's excelled. I mean, when he first came in, he was a bit stale and he was a bit stagnant, but now he's come to life and he's just buzzing around and he's just enjoying his football in general. And I think all the players are enjoying their football because we're not playing a boring type of game that we sit back and wait, we try and counter. We're always on the front foot, we're trying to get the ball forward as quick as we can, we're trying to get combination plays, we're trying to get balls in behind the opposition, we're trying to get cutbacks. I think that's how we scored the second goal, wasn't it? I think Andy's got in behind there fantastically well. He's drawn the defence, he's in, cut it back, and we've finished. We've done that in training several times. So, I mean, the conclusion, I think we were worthy winners of the competition. I mean, we went about it the hard way. We finished 4th. Into the semi-finals, into the elimination, into the final, and I think we were the better team in every game that we played in regards to the final series. So I mean, I've got to thank like the management and everything for this as well, because the recovery period is very, very difficult. And like I've said in press conferences before, we've had 3 physiotherapists working virtually 24 hours a day just to try and get the players patched up and ready to play the next game. So I just would like to thank the management in regards to supplying these guys, because the physiotherapists have been brilliant, fantastic. They've used some of the latest technology in regards to the recovery process. So I mean, that's been exceptional. I mean, Ananta, great player, very good player. He'll be a legend in Nepal football when he actually gives the game away. Adi could be a potential national team player if he keeps on going the way he is. So I mean, yet again, we've had so many pluses again, and tonight, if I was a supporter, I'd have been quite excited about it. I was going to put on 3 substitutes at the very, very end, and they scored a goal, so I had to bin that. I was wanting to try and get as many players on as we possibly could there tonight, and trying to get as many players excited about winning something.
Things has not been easy in this tournament. You played 3 matches in 5 days. Nobody has not played these 5 days, but in the pitch it seemed like nobody was the one who was tired. How did you prepare for this game?
Well, we've got guys that are a little bit more professional, possibly. Like I said, our regeneration program and our recovery programs, it's possibly the best, right? I mean, we've used all kinds of different techniques, right, to get the best out of the players. And I mean, you look at Addy here, he's tight in everything. The reason he's tight is because he's run his backside off, right, during the last games. Every player in we do a chart, RPEs, you'll find that the majority of players will be putting 9s and 10s, which is extremely hard work during the game. Like I said, I can't thank the players enough for complimenting one another.
Where from for you? Initially you wanted from with Lalitpur. Now what's next for you in Nepalese football?
What's next for me in Nepalese football? Well, look, I speak to my father before the games and everything like that, and my dad, I want to go and see my dad because he's quite, quite close to me. So I'll possibly go and visit him because he's a great supporter of me, and he's a great supporter of Lalitpur City Football Club, believe it or not. So I mean, yeah, I'll possibly go home. And I go home Scotland because my dad's there, whereas my son and that he lives in Australia, and I don't see him as regular. But I'll possibly go back to Scotland, see my family, see my dad, because he's the only family member I do have there. And then from there on in, it's a case of if somebody phones me up and says, do you fancy doing something, then I'll consider it. Enough time about trying to be a little bit more astute, a little bit more focused in our defensive mode. So I mean, I think we did that possibly a lot better. We spoke about the intensity. Can we be a little bit more on the front foot in regards to pressing a little bit higher? Can we make sure that we've got good energy? And anybody that can't play, just stick up your hand and we can just replace you. So we replaced a couple of players. And at the end of the day, we got the rewards. I think the second goal that we had was like crucial, and then the third goal just like killed them off, I think. And the consolation goal that they got at the end, I mean, it was a minute or 2 minutes to go. I think that was just a consolation thing. We maybe switched off a little bit. At the end of the day, we're the champions.
You haven't been around here, and straight away you were thrown into with some coaching staff and all. Within the coaching staff, how good has it been? How easy has it been to work with you?
Well, look, I mean, I've worked in several countries, as you're well aware. This has actually been the easiest one to work. Now, you maybe say to yourself, wow, but it is, because you speak English, and everything that I ever do is speak English. Now, I think one of the presenters on the TV said to me, oh, can you speak fluent Nepalese now? And I went, I just shook my head like a Nepalese, which it means yes or no, like this. And no disrespect, but I haven't learnt the language. Because everybody wants to speak to me in English and possibly say how clever they are that they can speak English maybe. But I found it really, really interesting, the culture. I've embraced that. I find it, like I said to you, I think that the people are fantastic, they're lovely, they're caring people. And I just think that the future of Nepal football, or Nepalese football, with the NSL, can only but improve. And I think that taking people like myself here, because I mean this is why I'm here, is to try and win this competition, what we've done. So I mean I've passed on some of my football intelligence, if you could talk, this is me talking about me now being intelligent. Some of my football experiences, I'm just trying to impart some of this knowledge with the local coaches. I mean, there's no secrets in football. I mean, the ball's round. It's A versus B. And we just got to try and embrace football here in Nepal. And whatever politics or whatever groups that are working against one another, please, for the betterment of the game, try and get a little bit of unity. Because if you keep on going down the same path of fighting with Group A and Group B and Group C, you're never going to get anywhere. So my word to Nepal football is please try and get behind the game and try and get behind the competitions like the NSL, because it's a fantastic model. You have got some good players here, some good young players, like what we've experienced. We've got some young talent there that is like very, very good. And we should be looking to try and embrace that. And if we can hide some of the nonsense that goes in behind and think about the game more so than some of the egos and things like that. And I know it's difficult, and I'm touching on a few subjects here that are maybe a little bit delicate, but I'm going to say it. We've got to try and work together for the betterment of the game. And I'm saying we because I'm still here.
आज तपाईहरुको सपना साच्चै पूरा भयो
हो छोरी अब हाम्रो सपना पूरा भयो
उच्च सोचको निर्माण सगरमाथा सिमेन्ट जुनीलाई